sailed from Cork on a windy day with a dark and a cloudy sky, and a friend was standing on the quay, the woman stood and cried, as we were young.
G'day, Rob Douglas here. Back in 1979 I was invited by a West Australian band called the Settlers to take some photographs for an upcoming album that they were producing to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Western Australia. Alan Ferguson and Sean Roche made out the Settlers, and I've still got my copy of the original album. The first song on this album, the first track, is called Albany Immigrants, and it was that song that was the catalyst for the beginning of a band that's well known here in Albany and throughout Western Australia called the Albany Shantymen.
Grizz, Gary Greenwald, who's known universally as Grizz, was he lived in England, and he sang with, I think it was the Sheringham Shantymen in England, and they had a song about called the Albany Immigrants, about people migrating to Albany. And he then got a job, and as it happened, it was in Albany. So he migrated here. He came here as a skilled migrant, and he assumed that being a port town, we'd already have a shanty group, and we would all be singing the Albany Immigrants. But when he got here, there was neither a shanty group nor any knowledge of the song. So he made it his mission to rectify that. When they were singing it in England, they thought it was a traditional song from the time of migration to Albany. But I'd heard whispers around the place that it was more contemporary than that. So I went on a mission to see if I could track down where it came from, and I discovered that it was written by a guy called Alan Ferguson for the 150th anniversary of West Australia.
I want to get to the source of this, so today I'm meeting with Alan Ferguson to find out what he has to say about how the song was written.
I'll clear up the traditional parts first. The Settlers band in 1978 was struggling and rushing to release an LP, an old LP, of Bound for Western Australia for the 150th anniversary. What had happened was when the Prince came back, it said traditional on it. But it was too late for us to do anything about it because we wanted to get the LP out in time for the 1979 150th anniversary. So just let it go. We never thought any more about it until lately it's popped up. That was a big misprint, but there was a couple of misprints on the cover actually, but we just let that go. First of all, I was a drug rep. I'm still playing music, but I was a drug rep, and part of my area was Albany. And I get down to Albany, and I loved the area. It was beautiful down there. And I would always find an excuse to spend an extra day or two to wander around, and maybe over to Denmark and through these beautiful big trees, carry trees you've got there. And this inspired me to do something about it. So in about early 70s, 72 or 73, around about then, I wrote the song. But the band I was playing, Irish band I was playing with at the time, was really into jig, jig, jig type Irish music.
That was the Quare Fellas, was it?
That was indeed. You're dead right. That was the Quare Fellas. And they weren't too keen on it, so I thought I'll bugger it. So I shelved it and put it away. And it wasn't until 1978, in recording the Bound for West Australia, struggling for West Australian material, that I realised I had this song. Pulled it out of my file, and we recorded it. And that was virtually that.
In the castle